Hi everybody, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm in the car and I'm taking you to my mum's house today. So we are going to do something a little bit different. I'm doing my Christmas preparations, and every year now for about 6 or 7 years I've actually made my children basically they're selection boxes, but I don't buy selection boxes, I make my own, put them in a gift bag and do that. So that's what I'm going to do with you today, just show you how I do it. I'm going to do something a little bit different, so I am trying to use less materials and just try and make everything recyclable as well. So I'm going to do something a little bit different this time, and the reason I'm going to my mum's is I'm really good at making these bags myself, but I'm terrible with crafts and anything crafty, whereas my mum's really good at that. So she's going to help me just make a couple of crafts to go with the bags, and hopefully you'll enjoy this and it will give you maybe a nice gift idea for friends, family, children. I just love doing it this way. I find that they get a better selection of chocolates in the bags when I make my own, and I'll explain sort of how I separate it all out as well, what I buy and everything. So hopefully you'll really enjoy it, and you'll see me at my mum's in a minute. Also, what I should have said, because I always forget to say stuff, you know me by now, you know, this is my way of doing something that makes some effort but isn't over the top, isn't too much. You know, this is effort far from perfect style. Basically, that is what I'm all about. It's making that effort to do nice things, but without going crazy, without spending too much money, without putting so much effort in that you're exhausted at the end of it. It's just about doing something nice, but being good enough. You know what I say all the time, your best is good enough. So this is my best. It might not be, you know, what everybody would expect. It might not be, you know, someone else's idea of best, but this is mine. I like these, my children love them. I mean, they're grateful for anything, obviously. They're great kids. I mean, who doesn't love a bag of chocolates at the end of the day? I have made these for other people as well, non-Christmas related. Always goes down a treat. You just pick things you know they'll like and put them in the bag. I haven't done the crafts with the bags before, which is why I'm going to my mum's this time. So this is actually going to be new for me as well. She'd made something crafty last year for our gift bags that I absolutely loved, and I just said, no, can we do something similar this year, because I'd like to just add that little bit of extra to the bags. So here we go. I'm really leaving now. I'm really off to my mum's, and I'll be back with you in a second. Bye. Okay, so we've got some brown paper that has come from Amazon delivery boxes that myself and mum have been saving up. Now we've cut off the messy bits on the ends and any bits with rips in. So what we're going to do is we're going to use these as tester pieces for the paint, see which paint we like. And then we're going to add it onto here to make some nice patterns. Okay, so we've taken some samples. A couple of the colours didn't come out how we hoped they would, particularly this purple one here. And I wanted to see what this pearlescent white looked like as well. So we've just tried a couple of extra ones. What we have gone with is this selection. So there's 5 kids, so I've picked a different colour each. These are all water-based paints. So we've got a nice dark green, a neon pink, the darker blue, then we've got more of a teal kind of coloured blue, and a pearly purple. So that's what they look like there, and then we're going to take it onto the rest of the paper and start printing. So we've just drawn a rough star shape just to
use as a template to cut out on our potato.
Yes, and it's not perfect, but you know, this is the whole thing. It doesn't have to be perfect, just do your best. Here's the star all cut out and ready to go. Right, so we've just cut a slice off the top of the potato.
Make the star shape, keeping your finger on your template. Need to make it quite deep because we're going to be cutting the potato away from it. Use our outline from the template and just make sure that it's quite deep. And there we go. So that is our finished star. This potato does not need to be cut out perfectly, you just need it raised like this. Let's get that in focus, just so that the paint sticks to it and you don't have the rest of the potato in it. You know, this is what I keep saying, nothing needs to be perfect, just do your best, and you know, these things are hard to do sometimes. So I think that's looking pretty good. So just dab the potato just to get any extra moisture off. We don't want any moisture on the star shape. So just dab it off so that it's ready to put the paint on. So here's the 5 pieces, all ready to be painted and decorated on. I know they are screwed up, but we just thought actually this adds to the texture, and hopefully it should look pretty good once it's painted up. It's going to be screwed up into the bag anyway to some extent, to fit in. The whole point of using the brown paper is actually to recycle things that we already had, instead of buying more paper or crepe paper, or what's the paper that they put in those bags, like tissue paper. This is more environmentally friendly and can be recycled, and will be afterwards. Yeah, that's not going to work like that then. Right, so if we move, yeah, okay. So I was going to do it here. Yep. All right. Top, yes. Yeah, that's the nice thing about this craft is you can use things you already have. Like Mum said, you've got potatoes. Most people have potato left, you know, laying around in the kitchen. It's all free stuff apart from the paint, but this was part of Mum's collection anyway, so we're using paint we already had. You can use any colours, you can do any design. The other idea that I'd had, which I was going to do originally, was actually using the offcuts of the wrapping paper that I'd been using to wrap up presents, and that's what I was actually going to use, but I didn't have enough, and I was just going to shred it up in the bags just to, you know, make it look nice basically. That was what I was going to do, but like I said, there wasn't enough of it, and we had all this brown paper between me and Mum, so you know, we came up with the idea actually of printing on the paper and using that instead, which we thought was a really good idea. So as we practiced with the paint, we have also practiced with these paint pens. So these are Posca pens. They are paint, if you don't know what they are. And I've just written
down in each colour just so I can see what the colours look like, because I haven't used these ones before. And then I'm just going to try and match the best colour with the best paint on each piece of paper. And I'm going to write on it. But these look amazing. Some of these colours do show up more than others on this brown paper, as you can see. But these pens are really, really good. My daughter loves these. She uses them for a lot of her art, and they're really easy to use. So we've now finished with the printing, the potato printing of all 5 sheets of paper now. So we've got 2 different shades of blue, pink, green one over here, and then obviously the purple as well, which is just over here. So we're just going to leave these dry. Then I'm going to use the Posca pens just to write on them, and then they're done, which is really good. And then we move on to the next bit. So we've had a bit of a nightmare with the letters and getting them into this holder, but here we are. We have Ellie's name, which we're just going to stamp now onto the clay. Wonderful. As you can see, we've done 2 already, and we've got 2 more to go. So here we are with the almost finished gift tags for our gift bags. So we put these straws in just to make a hole through the clay. It's keeping the holes open, and then when we have finished, we'll put a piece of ribbon or something through there. So these are all now printed with the names, and we're just going to leave them to dry. So these are the gift bags that I have picked up. The ones on the left there are for the 3 girls. They've got a really cute little present tag, and then really nice detail on these bags. Now I've got these bags from Asda. They were only £1. They're actually quite a decent size bag. And on the back, these ones are actually packaging from responsible sources, which obviously is good as well. And then these are the bags that I got for the boys. Same thing, Asda, £1. They're also made from recyclable sources. and they've got a nice tree tag on as well. So these are the bags I'm going to fill with the chocolates. Right, I've laid all the chocolate out for you to see. This is what I've got so far to go in the bags. And here are the bags at the back, so I'm going to put the bits in there in a minute. I just wanted to show you what I'd got first. So I do have 4 children, and I know there's 5 bags, but I do like to do one for my eldest daughter's boyfriend as well. So he is included. Now, one of my children is dairy-free, and the other 4 kids all have dairy. So I'll start with the dairy-free items. This is the first time I've actually been able to get everything out and lay it out without the kids seeing, so I needed to make sure there was the correct amount of things that are dairy-free to the equivalent of the dairy chocolate. So I've just made a note of what else I need to pick up. So firstly, I got Sid the Snowman, gluten and milk-free. He's very cute. He was from Sainsbury's. And then I've got chocolate reindeer, gluten, milk and egg-free. I think this was also Sainsbury's. Oh, it doesn't say. I'm not sure. I've got a feeling that might have been Sainsbury's. Then I've got a tube of fruit pastels. And I have this free from, it's a little game. So it's Bruce the Brussels Sprouts chocolate game. And you just move these pearls around. It's like a little maze. It's very, very cute. That was from Asda. That is gluten, milk and egg free. Then I've got a packet of Sprouts. These are actually chocolate truffles. And they are from Asda as well. Again, gluten, milk and egg free. She had those last year and she absolutely loved them. She thought they were hilarious and they tasted really good. And I got free from chocolate reindeer. That's gluten and milk free. And that one was also from Sainsbury's. Now this is what I've got to spread out between the other 4. Now this obviously looks like a lot compared to the dairy free, but I've got to remember this is going 4 ways. So I've just had a look and I've decided, compared to this side and this side, I'm going to get 1 more big bar of chocolate and then 2 or 3 smaller chocolate pieces, more like that sort of size. And then it should equal this. So these kids have got a Thornton's cheeky reindeer. I think I picked those up in Asda as well. So they've got 1 of those each. And then they've got a Milky Bar reindeer each. We've got a Lindt Santa. Now there is 5 in this packet. I'm going to give them 1 each, and obviously there'll be 1 left over. So I do split these up. So we also have the Lindt Teddies. Again, they'll get 1 each, and then there'll be 1 left over. I have got 3 tubs of After Eights. Don't ask me why there's 3. I've just realised there's not 4. I will sort that out, so I need to get another one of those. And then they got dairy milk snowmen. They like got mousse or something inside them, which will look really lovely. Then we have chocolate coins. I mean, you've got to have chocolate coins, haven't you? That one's got 1 that's opened, which is really annoying. Then they've got a bar each of this winter orange. So I'd picked up gingerbread, and where the gingerbread was in front of these orange ones, I ended up picking up 4 thinking they were all gingerbread ones, and they weren't. It was 3 orange and 1 gingerbread man, so I ended up having to go get another orange one to make it 4. And I've only got 1 packet of these, so as with these ones, I split them up. They don't need a whole packet of all of them each, so I will open this packet and I will split equally into 4 pieces and put those in. And then obviously I'll be splitting those ones up to go in as well. So this is what we have, and I've been collecting these for a while. I don't buy them all in one go. I spread the cost out in my weekly shopping, or if I just pop into one of the shops, I'll just grab a few bits. And that's how I do it to sort of save the cost. It's one of the boys' bags. I'm just going to open these coins up and just lay them in the bottom of the bag. They actually look quite nice like that. And then
the little lint balls are going in. The snowman and the reindeer. Put that in gently, and the two little lint ones there. That's one of the boys' bags done. And there's the dairy-free one. So these are the bags. Obviously, I know they're not filled up. I did want to get smaller bags, but I preferred these bags. And at the end of the day, it doesn't really matter if they're not completely filled up. They'll be digging through the bag with the paper on top anyway. So here we go. We're just going to add the paper on now for decoration. So the air dried clay tags are not dry yet, but I've just stuck one on quickly, which we're going to just take off to go down. So we're going to use these as the gift tag, and we've just added on candy cane just for a little bit of decoration. And then that is the inside with the paper that we used. So we've got just a few there just to show you what I've done. So I've just tucked it all in so you can see the paint, the stars, the writing. And that's 3 of the 5 anyway. So yep, we're just gonna wait for these to dry and then stick them all on and they'll be finished. But they're gonna probably not be dry until later or tomorrow now. So I'm just on my way home now. Me and Mum have got as much done as we can do today. Unfortunately, Mum doesn't live too close to me, so I'm not gonna get back very soon to finish it. So basically, we were just waiting for the air dry clay to dry up, and it was just taking forever today. I'm not sure whether it's because it's colder or not. But basically we've done everything we need to do. She's going to put the tags on the bags for me, and then they'll be ready for me to collect before Christmas, because I don't want to take them home with me today because I've literally got nowhere to put all these gift bags where they're not going to get crumpled or seen or the chocolate get melted. So I'm just going to leave them at Mum's and she's just going to finish that off. So I feel like we've accomplished quite a lot today. I'm really happy with how the bags came out. I know they're not everybody's ideal of perfection, but to me they're a bit of fun. They're stuff that my kids will like, enjoy, eat and be happy to be given. I know that the paint on the paper doesn't necessarily go with the actual gift bag itself, but I wanted to do colours that the kids do like. And I was going to tuck them in the bags where they couldn't be seen originally. After playing around with them a little bit, we just decided to change it up a little bit. But you know, it was just a little bit of inspiration. You know, this is what I do this for my children. I just prefer them to selection boxes. I think they're nicer in general. You know, it shows a little bit of effort, which wasn't too much work to do, really. Everything we've used today we already had. We didn't actually buy anything apart from the gift bags and the chocolate. The clay Mum already had, the paint she already had, the paper we had, you know, even down to the string and the tags and everything. They were things that Mum just had laying around, which was another reason why I went to Mum's, because she has crafty things and I don't particularly. Like I said, I'm not really crafty, whereas she is, so I knew she'd have all the things that we need. I do struggle with my hands. I get very shaky hands, so some things that I wasn't really keen on doing, or I knew I wouldn't be able to do properly, which was another reason why I needed Mum's help. You know, and this is another thing, like, it's okay to ask for help. If you can't do everything by yourself, and you know you might have somebody who can give you a hand, then accept the help. There's no harm in that whatsoever. So I'm really glad that they got done. I'm really happy with the finished product. I hope it's given you a little bit of inspiration for a gift idea for, you know, somebody you might know. Obviously you could do anything different that you wanted to, you know, choose a different gift bag, you know, use something else inside the bags, buy a whole bunch of different food. You know, it was just an idea. And I hope that, you know, you've enjoyed watching this video. So thank you for joining me. Please like and subscribe to my channel. I'd absolutely love to have you.
and just keep an eye out for some of my other videos. So thanks a lot. Bye.